Hello and welcome. I am Vikas.
And I am Abhishek Kumar Verma. We are medical students of Kasturba Medical College, Manipal. Like most of the other medical students, the concept of evidence-based medicine was unknown to us.
Initially, we mistook evidence-based medicine to pertain only to biostatistics. To educate ourselves about this concept, we attended a symposium regarding the same at Christian Medical College Vellore in January 2010.
The third South Asian Regional Symposium on Evidence-Informed Healthcare was spread over 4 days from 11th to 14th of January 2010.
The symposium was divided into two phases, each lasting for 2 days. The first phase was about generating reliable evidence, and the second explained how to use the evidence.
Each day, the morning session comprised of 2 plenary sessions in which 4 speakers talked about their areas of expertise. In the afternoon session, concurrent workshops were held elaborating the talks of the plenary session. It was during this time that the workshop on the Beginner's Guide to Evidence-Based Medicine was held. In the evening, each day was concluded with a keynote address by an eminent personality such as C.P. Thakur, Norman Swan, Vinayak Sen, and Jonathan Craig.
The Beginner's Guide to Evidence-Based Medicine was spread over 4 days and had about 100 students in attendance. This workshop was conducted by 10 resource persons who called themselves the Imperfect 10. It consisted of Anish George, Dave Sinclair, Georgia Salanti, Joseph Matthew, Jabez Paul Barnabas, Richard Kirubakaran, Thambu David, Vasumati Sri Ganesh, Zibish Fedorovich, and Akshay Sharma.
The first day, we were introduced to the what, why, how, where, and when of evidence-based medicine and Cochrane collaboration by Joseph Matthew and Akshay Sharma. This laid the foundation for the further proceedings. At the end of the day, we were given a simulation by Zibish Fedorovich, who posed as a pharmaceutical representative and tried to lure us to prescribe his drugs, while cleverly covering up its deficits, and also bribed us with an offer to go to the Caribbean, teaching us how in our career, pharmaceutical companies will try to beguile us to prescribe their products.
The next day, Vasumati Sri Ganesh gave us an insightful presentation on how to find the evidence that we require from a sea of literature. We were introduced to various databases for medical research, such as the Cochrane Library, PubMed, and Embase.
On the third day, we were taught how evidence is synthesized and how to appraise evidence. Dave Sinclair used sweets and raw pasta to interactively teach us how a randomized controlled trial is carried out and the importance of bias. Georgia Salenti gave us a foundation course in statistics explaining the basics of forest plotting and meta-analysis.
On the final day, Thambu David summarized all that we had learned in the past 3 days. This workshop was concluded by a quiz assessing how much we had learned.
After attending this workshop, we better understand the concept of evidence-based medicine and shall make use of it for the benefit of our practice of medicine in the future.
In India, where evidence-based medicine is not a part of the curriculum for medical sciences, there is a general tendency to follow that knowledge which is present in textbooks or is imparted by professors. Hence the practitioners may lag behind in the era where new medical research is rapidly revolutionizing the interventions carried out in day-to-day medical practice.
Practicing medicine based on one's own knowledge and new evidences generated from latest studies is the core objective of evidence-based medicine, and helping practitioners find, use, and generate more such evidences is the mission of Cochrane collaboration.
The three pillars of evidence-based medicine are patient values, clinical skills, and current evidence. A combination of these three leads to a more efficient and progressive practice of medicine.
The practice of evidence-based medicine can be summarized into 6 A's.
Ask. To ask a focused question in the PCO format, that is, population, intervention, comparison, and outcome.
Access. To search for relevant studies. For instance, the Cochrane Library contains over 5,000 Cochrane systematic reviews and over 650,000 other data records covering clinical trials, methods, technology, and economic evaluations.
Appraise. Check the evidence for its applicability, importance, and validity in regard to your original question.
Aggregate. Compile all useful studies and then reassess and compare them to come to a conclusion.
Apply. Applying the knowledge so gained in everyday clinical practice.
Audit. Evaluating the results of the applied intervention and sharing the outcome with the medical fraternity for further progress of medical science.
This is the summary of our perception of evidence-based medicine, and we would like all the healthcare personnel to be informed, if not to apply, this revolutionary concept.
We would like to thank the Cochrane collaboration, Christian Medical College, Vellore, Dr. Pratap Tharian, and the Imperfect 10 for giving us this opportunity to acquaint ourselves to this concept.
We would like to extend special thanks to Dr. Zibish Fedorovics and Dr. Akshay Sharma for their support and guidance. Thank you for listening to this podcast.